Today we're on a road trip. We're heading to Nebraska. And these guys are just sitting random on the side of the road.
Yes.
Dawn, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. So just out of Rapid City, sitting on the side of the road, is three presidents. I think that's John F. Kennedy, right?
Yeah.
That is Ronald Reagan right in front of us. And this would be George Bush Jr. So Don wants to see his tie. Oh yeah.
Elephants.
So Republican Party, obviously he was a Republican president. He was president during the 9/11 attacks. He was a president during our lifetime. Huh. And then over here you have Ronald Reagan. He was the president in our time. And yeah, I guess he kind of looks a little bit like him. Well, I recognized him, so obviously he looked like him. He was a Republican as well, but he doesn't have a Republican tie. He does not. And John F. Kennedy, a little before my time, but he was our president during the Cold War.
Yeah.
Of course, Ronald Reagan was too. And wow. So if I'm not mistaken, these are part of a bigger installation that they displayed all the presidents. But I want to see the backside of this real quick. They're on skids, right? And nothing on the backside. Well, it's not Mount Rushmore.
No.
But look at that, the beautiful sky. That's a good photo right there, by the way. So our road trip back home just started. And this here was a great thing to come across. This is the kind of stuff we like to find on these back roads. I had no clue they were here. I don't know. We were just driving down the road and I go, Dawn, look, there was presidents over there. Yeah. But I remember seeing these somewhere else, but all the presidents were there, or at least the majority of them are. Well, the road is long, about 1,400 miles from here to Sevierville, Tennessee. We'll go through Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky. I don't know how those presidents ended up in front of a Dollar General. They did.
Yeah, they did.
They're in front of a Dollar General.
I thought that was a little weird, but cool. Rock on.
Poor Ronnie's got to put up with,
People get their snacks on, so they always be visited.
2 Republicans, 1 Democrat. What do you get?
Snacks.
So here is the state line, and we're going to be coming into Nebraska.
Nebraska.
There it is, state line.
State line, Nebraska. Nebraska welcomes you.
And there's a sign there.
The good life.
Nebraska, the good life. We're here. So we're filling up in Nebraska, and they have a Jeep going through the mountains on their gas pump, and we're here at Maverick. So I love the theming in here. It's like an outdoors theming. Different monuments in the area. Chimney Rock. You see the inside of this place? It's like Jeep themed. The Adventure's First Stop. This is the first town in Nebraska, and the land out here is like really vast, right? And green, super green everything is. See a lot of cows dotting the landscape. And folks, we are here at Carhenge. We've been to Stonehenge in England, but this is Carhenge. What do you think?
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, they're all painted gray.
Yeah.
Graffiti writing on any of this place is not allowed. So this is how they put Carhenge together. They kind of stacked the cars on top of one another. And they just started cutting grass when we got here. But this is what Carhenge used to look like. The folks that created this, they went to England, and when they got back, they decided, let's create our own Stonehenge, but out of cars. Snakes occur naturally in this area, and we don't want to run into any snakes out here. There's an old Cadillac up there. There's a gremlin. There's a gremlin over there. That's old Cadillac. Let's go take a look at the. And then there's a Jeep pickup, a Wagoneer. Yeah, that's an AMC Gremlin. Valiant. There's another Cadillac there. Or is that a Polaris? I don't know. That's an Oldsmobile. So that's an old Oldsmobile up there. You know, Dawn? The birds like it.
Yeah.
The birds are enjoying it. A Fairlane 500. They're an old Chevelle over there. Yeah, an old Chevelle. And there's even more off in the distance. I think it's a great big barracuda.
Looks like one, don't it?
There's a lot to explore, isn't there?
Yeah.
There is. Carhenge, everybody. Out here in Nebraska. Carhenge. Let's go ahead and explore the rest of the property. They got some other really cool art.
Barracuda.
And there's some cars just buried here and there too. And it looks like there's an old wagon buried out there. I'm not sure what it is. Of course, you got to use an old fan for the front end of a car to make a. Yeah, doesn't spin as easy as it used to. Spawning salmon, Geoff, Sandhurst, Canada. And it's made out of there's a Volkswagen Bug right there. The back end of a Volkswagen. It looks like frame, two different vehicles. The spawning salmon. Hey, look at his teeth. I think he's a dinosaur. Yeah. He's got two oil pans for a head. Very, very cool. Here lies the bones of foreign cars as they served their purpose while Detroit slept. Now Detroit's awake and America is great.
Okay.
So this here is a foreign car of some sort. I don't know. Maybe an old Toyota.
What if something Mr. Bean would drive?
It's most likely just like a Toyota. Now this is a lot of fun. This might even be more fun than the real henge.
Yeah.
You know, leave it to Americans in America to come up with a Carhenge, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of Detroit, a little bit of muscle, steel, you know, Detroit steel. It's great to get out of the car after being on the road and be able to stop at a place like this and just get out and walk and see everything. Wow, I don't know what this is. It's like a bunch of cars just stacked on top of one another.
You get a little bit of nature too.
Yeah.
Enjoy a walk.
Maybe a snake.
It says it has. I can hear the chime. Clunk.
And they call this the Ford seasons. Get it? F-O-U-R-D? The Ford seasons? I don't know. F-O-U-R-D. Well, anyways, that's pretty tall. I love this kind of stuff. It's fun. Something that's not natural and makes you pull over.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like a little town like Alliance, people might not necessarily stop. They might just keep traveling through, or they might not come this way. But they see it on the map and they say, Carhenge, what's that? So they get off the expressway, they come out here and ta-da.
Ta-da.
Yeah, it's a Ford wagon, get it? Covered wagon, Ford wagon. So this one here, everybody's been riding on. Maybe this is the one you're allowed to ride on.
Or put a sticker on it.
Or put a sticker on it. I don't know, it doesn't say you can.
Where's the sticker?
It almost looks like the one on Salisbury Plains, doesn't it? The real Stonehenge. Well, we visited Stonehenge and now Carhenge. We seen Foamhenge years ago. We're going to go in and check out the souvenir shop before it closes. And they do have pins for the map. All right. That's awesome. My first Nebraska one. The lawnmowers were kicking up all kinds of dust.
Yeah.
And ooh, it's all in my eyes now.
It smells like green beans out there. Fresh cut green beans.
Fresh cut grass. It's kind of dry here.
Yeah.
Kind of dry.
I think I had dirt in my eye.
But that was really cool. I enjoyed it. That was well worth coming down here for that.
Yeah.
And it's a little part of Nebraska. And I like looking at all the fields with all the crops. It's just really, it is Nebraska. You know what you think of. Weigels? Nah. It looks like it, don't it? Hyenas. This is a hyenas. Gosh. Anyways, this is the first town we've probably seen in, I don't know, 100 miles?
Civilization.
It looks like a town or... Hyenas.
What kind of name is hyenas?
But there really isn't much here.
Oh boy.
It's just...
If you blink, you're gonna miss it.
Yeah. My windshield is pretty bad. I ain't even seen a gas station. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. So we got a gas station.
Ooh, it's Sinclair.
I am going to stop off at the Sinclair. Oh, wow, it's actually quite a nice... Oh, they got the Sinclair dinosaur, Dawn.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, you gotta have the Sinclair dinosaur. I mean, that's just...
The way it is.
I'm gonna get gas, too, because when you get out in these parts, you want to make sure you get gas, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't know. You might not see it again for another 100 miles. Yeah, so gas is $3.66 and $4.06 for premium. We were driving for like 5-6 hours. All we seen was gas stations. And we came across a hotel, spur of the moment, $68. It's called the Pump and Pantry. the pump and pantry motel.
So we had to go inside the gas station. The only one thing open at night and get the key and remote control.
I figured there would be, you know, maybe like a Days Inn or something.
No.
Nope. Nope. And we still have about another, I don't know, probably at least another 300 miles, give or take, before we even make Omaha or any major city. But I am so thankful that, I don't know, this could be a very nasty place.
It had good reviews. So.
Good reviews.
I want to get in
Dawn,
check it out.
It had 2 reviews.
Well, it was a 4.7.
And you got to check in the gas station. Well, we're in room 36. We'll give you a room tour. We are very blessed because this is probably the last hotel because it's 11 o'clock. So, I don't know. We would have been sleeping in the car. That's how this is the closest we've come sleeping in the car this whole trip. He says check out. Is it 11? Oh, I think we'll be checked out.
Oh, there's fireworks.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's kind of like Disneyland, Dawn. We got fireworks. Oh, like Disneyland. Dawn, this is Disneyland in Nebraska.
All right.
Hey, you know what though? The room.
This is big.
The room's not that bad. To be honest with you, it smells good.
I don't know about green.
Yeah, not so bad. So we'll see what this bathroom looks like, huh?
Oh boy. It's a tub. It's a shower.
Wow. I think I might be impressed.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's a hotel. We can get some sleep and take a shower.
Even the carpeting looks pretty.
It looks newer.
You know,
For bucks.
we've been driving for like the last 2 hours going, let there be anything. Good morning, Burwell, Nebraska. And we slept in a gas station last night. It was actually a pretty good stay. And everybody around here has got cowboy hats on pretty much. They're all hauling horse trailers, livestock trailers. So we got about another 3.5 hours to Omaha, and that's where we're heading. And there's another little gas station over there, Sinclair. Ag West Feeds. And there goes another horse trailer. Everybody hauls horse trailers around here. So I guess we got breakfast over at the pump and pantry this morning. And the corn looks like it's doing good. It's above knee high. The big rodeo. I think it happens here next month, and it's a big thing. You look at the size of those grandstands over there. They're like that on both sides too. A lot of folks must come out for this. It is the next morning, and we were very, very blessed to get in this hotel last night. I was able to look at the maps a little bit better, and it was quite a few more miles, probably 160, 170 more miles for the next hotel.
Yeah.
So we got about 3.5 hours of driving to Omaha, and then we'll make it into Iowa today. This was a good stay.
Yeah.
Very clean, super clean. I slept real good. These beds are really good too. And I got to return the remote to the gas station.
Ooh, I hope they're okay.
I don't think there's any way to go around. These roads are just, they're, tens of miles in between each other.
I was gonna let you through.
Right. Oh wow, it's pretty bad.
That is bad.
So this is the town of Spalding. And they got a really cool little movie theater there. Yeah, the Carlin Theater. They have the old Antler Bar and Cafe. Love that old Pepsi sign. You'll see those all over. Bottoms Up Bar. They do have a car wash, and I could get my car washed. It needs it bad. Please close the door in cold weather.
This is kind of scary. That's cute. It's got its own gas pump.
Yeah, we're getting close to 4th of July. Uncle Sam's in an old Chevy. And we have made it to Omaha, Nebraska. There's the Missouri River. And off in the distance there is a statue of Lewis and Clark showing their crossing of the Missouri River. Unfortunately, it's closed to the public because they've had some really bad floods. And this whole area is flooded pretty bad, but can't get up close, but there it is over there. We're here at the pedestrian bridge, and take a look at that. That is probably one of the most coolest, impressive pedestrian bridges. His name is Omar, and he lives underneath the bridge, Dawn. He's a troll.
He's kind of cute.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a troll.
Yeah, he does look like one.
He's a little blue because he sits in the basement all day on the computer. And you know he's up to no good.
Yep.
His eyes are buggy because he's been, drinking coffee because he can't get enough, right? He's always on the internet. He's always like, but
He lives under the bridge.
he does. He lives under the bridge.
Look at his toenails.
And that's his walking stick over there. Quite impressive for a pedestrian bridge. And visit Omaha. Oh wow, it's got a stadium over there. Of course, the downtown buildings. So we're making the crossing just like Lewis and Clark did, just on a bridge.
Yeah, a really nice bridge.
Yeah, it is. And the mighty Missouri. Dawn, this bridge is moving.
I know, I can feel it shaking.
Don't shake it.
I'm not doing it. Everybody's doing it.
Now we're going to cross over into Iowa. Well, there you go. Yeah, the bridge is just bouncing up and down. But you're in Iowa and Nebraska. It's called bobbing when you're standing in two different states. Yeah, it's called bobbing. Yeah, it's a thing. So just like that, we are in Iowa. Of course, we're going to continue our adventure here into Iowa. And there's a lot of things to see. A couple things I've been researching for a while, so we're going to stop and take a look at those. And there's things that we're not going to be able to make on this particular trip. Like the Field of Dreams. We're not going to be able to make the Field of Dreams. It's too far north, but there's another adventure we have planned that could bring us back there at a different time. And we're going to say goodbye to Nebraska and Omaha until we meet again. This whole park is flooded. And there's this great big guy. It looks like he's made out of tinfoil. And he's looking
Straight up in the air.
Is that one of those slender men? Or slender guys or whatever?
He's either stuck up or he's enjoying the sky.
He might be looking for aliens.
That too. I'm not sure what he's looking up for.
Yeah, I think he's looking for aliens.
Yeah.
Well, he's got some big feet.
He does look like he's wrapped in tinfoil.
And some of the longest legs I've ever seen. Easy foil? Yeah, he's made out of tinfoil. I knew it. They had a little gift shop and I got another pin for the map. We are here in Avoca, Iowa. And what is this?
Looks like a Volkswagen.
It's a Volkswagen Spider.
I need the jumbo swap for that one.
Look at it. Let's go check this out. Wow. So it's right here on the edge of a cornfield. And there's these two dragons. Oh, actually, there's a dragon there. And then this here looks like a T-Rex. But this is what we're here for. Yeah. Hey, you can walk right underneath it. I've seen photos in roadside books on this, and it's a lot more impressive in real life. Pretty cool.
Just a random Volkswagen with legs.
Yeah. Very, very cool. Well, folks, we are officially in Iowa. We are. We're about 26, 27 miles into the state, and it's very nice today. Very breezy. Not too hot, not too cold. Perfect. And Iowa is rich with lots of roadside things to do and see. A lot of creative folks here. All right, well, let's get back on that road. So this is the town of Elkhorn, and it's home to a little Danish village.
Oh, it's
Oh
cute.
my goodness, there it is there. We are here in Elkhorn, and there is a Danish windmill.
It's cute.
This has been an amazing trip so far. We started in Michigan, in Holland, and now we're here in Iowa. Welcome to an authentic 1848 Danish windmill. And take a look at that. These are starting to become a thing for us.
Yeah. This will be our second one.
Wow. Yeah.
Really?
Well, let's hurry up and go inside the gift store and see what's going on, because they could be closing because it is Sunday. So let's go ahead and check this out. But
Yeah, he tells us no all the time.
Oh.
Viking parking. Of course, you can wear the.
Moved here in 1976, reassembled piece by piece and restored to working condition. There have always been windmills in Denmark and across Europe used as a source of energy. In Denmark, they were primarily used to grind grain.
So we watched a video, and this was brought over from Denmark, and it was roughly 1976-ish when they finally got it up and running. And they talked a lot about in the video about these little tags right here, and when they took it down piece by piece in Denmark, they put what piece it was and how it went together, because the folks that took it down didn't come to the United States to reassemble it. It took them 1 year to get it reassembled. This was a model that was made to show how to reassemble it. Very cool. Let's go ahead and let's go up and tour this. She said she opened the catwalk. Of course, there's part of the millstone. And she says that this timber here is the original timber that's well over 100 years old. That's in here. So pretty cool. So of course it's just like the one we saw in Holland. They have different gears. Of course the millstone and the fantail. Let's go ahead and take a look on the catwalk. So here's the sails. Very impressive. There's the fantail there. Still spins a little bit. And then here must be the weight. Whatever that weight does. Yeah, maybe it's to help keep it balanced or something, but there's the millstone there. And there's the hopper. Pretty cool. And I'm going to climb these steps to go all the way to the top. So this will be the spur wheel that goes down to The millstone. And just a workshop. And there's one more flight. We're gonna go all the way to the top. You can see where the blades turn, and then all these gears go into this shaft, which then turns this big rotating shaft.
This will be our second windmill on our trip. This is amazing.
Yeah.
This is the Danish windmill.
And, you know, it's pretty much the same
Yeah.
process as
It's
both
neat to
wheels.
be in it though.
It is. And we climbed all the way to the top,
Yeah.
and it's kind of tough to
I
climb
went
the
up
top.
to that one, but he went up to the rest of the way.
Yeah. But another piece of history here in the United States.
Really cool.
And the folks in there are very super nice. They walked us through and told us a lot about the history. Very, very nice. But, wow. Okay, let's walk around the property a little bit. And so she was saying that a lot of the folks that settled here in this part of Iowa have Danish roots. And they wanted to honor their roots by bringing over an official windmill, kind of like Holland, right? The same scenario. A lot of folks that are, and wow, that's cool. Well, let's go ahead and Hans Christian Andersen. He's a famous storyteller. I got a little monument for him here. So who were the Vikings? And they have an official Viking home built over here. We want to go in here and check this out. Wow, it's like built into the ground. And it's even got a garden on the roof. You notice that, Dawn?
Yeah. Oh, it does.
It does.
Ooh.
So this is their beds, right? It had bunk beds. Then there was one over here that had like little doors. Very, very cool. And then they all cook right here in the center. And there's the chimney there. So this is Kimballton. It's a little town about 3 miles from Elkhorn, and it's another little Danish village. A really cool mural celebrating their Danish heritage and some of the attractions to see. Hans Christian Little Mermaid Sculpture Garden. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Hans Christian. Of course, he's a famous storyteller. There's Thumbelina. And got the eagle. Very, very cool. And these are some of the stories he had written, Dawn. Of course, the Snow Queen. The Snow Queen, I don't know if you guys can see that. But the Snow Queen, which you could also Frozen, Disney's Frozen's kind of, you know what I mean, on it. Yeah, I mean, the spin on it. The Snow Queen. And before we go any further, go Hawks. And the Emperor's New Clothes. So you probably remember a lot of these stories from when you were a kid, right?
Yeah, some of them.
Some of them.
I never heard of.
Princess and the Pea. Yeah.
No matter what she did, she always felt like the pea was on her back.
You ever
And
thought
that's like 6 beds.
maybe the pea was in her back, right?
Maybe.
Like a bump, you know?
Oil.
Like a boil?
I think, is that the giant pea?
I don't know.
There's 6 mattresses?
But I love these. They're very, really cool. They're very nicely done.
Yeah.
The detail is very cool. And we're just going around in a circle, taking a look at all the
Oh, what's the dog?
tinder box. I'm not familiar with the
I
tinderbox.
don't know nothing about it either.
He's a boxer.
Oh,
The steadfast tin soldier. I'm not familiar with this one either.
I never heard of that one.
The little match girl. And the ugly duckling. We all know.
About that, the ugly duckling.
Yeah, we all know about the ugly duckling.
I'm the ugly duckling.
You're the ugly duckling?
Yeah.
And there's another one over there we all know. Very famous, especially through the Disney reference. Let's go there and check that one out. And last but not least, the Little Mermaid. And we're all familiar with the Disney versions of these. The story of a mermaid longing for love of a mortal prince and an immortal human soul. Very, very cool. We are in Audubon, Iowa, and this is Albert the bull.
He's cute.
He is the world's largest bull, or at least that's what they say. But that's how big he is. There's Dawn. So that's the size of Albert. Well, hello, Albert. How's the air up there? Oh boy. So I hear you have to rub a certain part of his body
Which one is that?
and it gives you good luck.
Okay.
Well, it's his chest, of course. He is huge. He is huge. He is. Wow. Yeah, definitely worth a little drive off of 80 to see him. The T-Bone Express train car, a tribute to history of the cattle producers of Audubon County. It's a little history about the cattle business here. Operation T-Bone. So Albert's been around for a long time, at least from 1967. I don't know if I can see anything else that says how he became. Okay, so that's Al riding a miniature version of Albert. They call him Albert Jr. Albert has been here since 1964, and the governor even came out to commemorate Albert. So Albert's been around for a while.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I would want to ride Albert if I had the chance. You have to get a ladder.
Why wouldn't you?
Have to get a ladder.
Yep. Till we meet again, Albert. Till we meet again.
Well, Albert, you're looking good, bud.
He does look good. He's even got eyelashes. Really pretty.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's got brown eyes.
The world's biggest
Albert.
cow. That was a great trip through Nebraska. Very vast. Not a lot out there. We were very lucky and very blessed to get that hotel when we did, because we'd probably be sleeping in the car. And Iowa is amazing, and we'll have more adventures tomorrow from the great state of Iowa. But if you guys like this vlog,
Give it a thumbs up.
also if you haven't, please subscribe so you miss these upcoming road trip adventures. And until next time,
Thanks for watching.
bye everyone.